Hello everyone, I'm Movie Master 222 and I'm here to review Baby Driver. Taking place in modern-day Atlanta, Georgia, Baby Driver tells the tale of Baby, a getaway driver and wheelman for the local criminal elements of Atlanta. Despite the obvious skill he has in the getaway driving business, Baby desires to get out of the criminal lifestyle, and the movie shows us as he tries to escape that lifestyle and live the life on the road with his girlfriend. As he undergoes one last job to say goodbye to the criminal lifestyle forever, things don't go as planned and Baby finds himself on the run from his boss, his criminal partners, and the Atlanta PD. The film fairly faithfully follows the basic formula of a protagonist in the criminal lifestyle doing one last job to break away from it forever so he could spend the rest of his life with his significant other or child or spouse, what have you. What makes Baby Driver stand out from all those movies, though, is the deft craftsmanship of the director, Edgar Wright. He's one of the architects behind the Cornetto and Blood trilogy and Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. And anyone familiar with those movies knows that Edgar Wright has a style that he brings to these genre movies all to his own. This includes frequent use of track shots that Edgar Wright seems to enjoy doing, self-referential humor to certain obscure genres of nerddom, in this movie in particular, music, and overall just the zaniness and madcapness to otherwise normal situation that he tends to bring to these kind of things. The movie is equal parts crime thriller, action, comedy, and even musical. In fact, it's probably more musical than any of the other three genres mentioned before it. Music and song selection plays a very intricate part of this movie, given that Baby suffers from tinnitus, which means he hears a noise that isn't actually there, and in order to drown out that noise, he is constantly listening to playlists on various iPods that he has on him. Nearly all of the sequences and dialogues happen in concert and in coordination with whatever song Baby happens to be listening to at the time, and it's a testament to the director that he's able to pull this off nearly flawlessly throughout the movie. Something that I know with almost certainty that director Edgar Wright had a hand in was the car choices for the movie. In a movie like this, where the protagonist is a wheelman and driving stunts are a major feature of the movie, one would expect heavy use of muscle cars, Audis, Corvettes, things like that, GTO like from the Fast and the Furious movies, but Edgar Wright subverts expectations with this movie. Instead of what we would expect, we are given Subarus, Escalades. I think the fanciest car Baby ever actually drives in the movie is a purple Chrysler. It all seems kind of silly for the kind of vehicle a getaway driver might be expected to drive, unless you take into account the fact, which is addressed in the movie, that these cars are specifically chosen to, once they do eventually get away from the subject of their criminal actions, that they want to blend in with heavy traffic and avoid police detection. As mentioned before, music is a very large part of this movie, and the music selection is impeccable. Edgar Wright has shown in his previous movies that he has an ear for music, and he knows just what songs to use in the right moments to maximize the effect of all sequences that happen in this movie. The only complaint I do have is the one Queen song he includes. For the sake of the movie, I'm not going to name which song it is. I just feel that it might be a bit personal bias. I'm not the biggest fan of that particular Queen song. I think a different Queen song would have been better, but frankly, my love of Queen makes it so that I'm just glad Queen was included. Another strength of Edgar Wright lies in the production design. Everything is so detailed and intricate, and all these little things hidden here and there. Edgar Wright knows what he's doing. He is a master of this craft. He's especially good with use of colors to demonstrate the feelings the audience should be having, the nature of the current character we're dealing with. For the most part throughout the movie, Baby wears a mixture of light and dark clothing, showing that he is trying to be a good person, but ultimately he is a criminal. And most of the criminal characters he deals with are usually dressed in very dark colors, often black, dark gray, stuff like that. And Jamie Foxx's character in particular, who is known as the wild card among the group, tends to wear red for his very violent tendencies he has throughout the film. All the actors did fantastically in this movie. The main actor, Ansel Elgort, who plays Baby, did exceptionally well, given the fact that Baby is shown to have some issues emoting properly, so we have to rely on his body language and the music he's listening to convey what he's feeling at the time, and Ansel does an excellent job doing this. The supporting cast, who are all established actors, are all at the top of their game. Kevin Spacey plays Doc, Baby's criminal benefactor and the apparently local criminal mastermind of Atlanta. John Hamm plays Buddy, an established career criminal. Jamie Foxx plays Hothead Bats, who has a reputation for his extreme and random violence, which puts Baby on edge throughout the movie. The only real complaint I have is with John Berthal, and it's not even because of him. What he does well. It's just he's given star billing, and he basically has a glorified cameo. I would have liked to see more of Jon Bernthal. Baby Driver is probably one of the better movies I've seen come out this year so far, and will probably end up being one of the top movies of the year overall. I have no honest complaints about it. All I do have are nitpicks, the aforementioned lack of Jon Bernthal and the choice of Queen songs over others. Other than that, I really couldn't complain about this movie. We deserve these kind of movies more often. It was fun, it was thrilling, it was sad at times. It was just an excellent movie, and I hope Edgar Wright keeps on putting out quality pictures like that in the future. That's all for now. I'm Movie Master 222, and I'll see you all next time.